everyone, welcome to my kitchen and welcome to another episode of Cook for Love. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing cake decorating, and you definitely don't want me teaching you that because my skills are limited to the baking part. So who I have with me today is Liv Hansen, who is from the Riviera Bakehouse over in Ardsley. And before Molly was diagnosed, this was a bakery that I frequented very, very often. And after she was diagnosed, every time I went in there, I just got really, really sad because I felt like they were things that Molly couldn't have. And then Liv came up with a wonderful cookbook, Liv and her mother, The Whimsical Bakehouse, and it's over here, and I cannot recommend this book highly enough because it really taught us the basics of cake decorating, and we really got by pretty well. And then Liv started offering classes, and I think I've been to all of them, and Molly has as well. So what she's going to do is teach us, we've taught you how to make a cake that is absolutely delicious and all of your company will enjoy, and Liv is going to show you how to make it as beautiful as anyone you could get at a bakery.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, to start, you've baked this 9-inch cake, and we have 2 layers, and we're going to fill it.
Okay.
And what I do is I'll take a pastry bag, and I fold it over, and we've already used this a little bit, and we're going to fill it with some buttercream. And if you want the recipe, you can actually visit my website, which is whimsicalbakehouse.com. And we're going to close it up. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit out because sometimes there's air bubbles in there and that can sort of explode. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a ring or a wall around the outside perimeter of the cake.
Okay.
And that's going to hold our filling in and make the cake more stable.
Okay.
And you want this wall to be the height of, or the diameter of this coupler, which is inside. And a coupler is basically this little plastic insert that goes inside a pastry bag. And that enables you to change tips later on if you need to decorate different applications. And what you're going to do is you can use a turntable and spin it, or you can just use your hand to go around. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to squeeze, nice even pressure all the way around. Okay.
And now the point of this is when you put the second cake on top, the filling doesn't ooze out.
Ooze out the side, exactly. And you've made this filling already. What is this? This is raspberry flavor?
This is a raspberry flavor. I got a lot of ideas from that cookbook that I recommended. And it is, you can use a combination of heavy cream, you can use your Cool Whip, you can use your non-dairy creamer. We use Kinneret. And it was just 3 tablespoons of seedless raspberry jam.
Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm spreading this evenly, and you want it to go up to the edge of the ring that we did, but you don't want it to go over. If you keep it within this ring, it'll prevent the filling from going outside and oozing out. And I'm going to take the next cake, and it's nice and flat on the bottom, so I'm going to flip it over and center it right on top, okay? Next thing we do, take a little bit more of our buttercream, nice dollop on top. And we're going to take our offset spatula, and this is a nice tool for anyone who wants to cake decorate, and you're just going to spread the frosting around the side. You can use the turntable, or if you don't, you can just use it right on the surface of your workstation. We keep going around, and then I'm going to take a little extra, and I call it like loading up the spatula. And then I'm going to invert my spatula and press it into the cake, and this is going to frost the sides. I'm just going to go around the entire side. You don't have to worry what it looks like yet, you just want to get it covered, because later on we'll go around and smooth it a little bit more. Now we're going to smooth it out, and you'll notice that a little lip of buttercream is formed on the top, and that's what you want.
Okay.
Okay, we're just going to invert again the spatula and press. You can use the bottom cardboard as a guideline, and the top of the cake as a guideline. And I forgot to mention that we do have our cake on a cardboard round, the same size as the pan that you baked the cake in. So it's a 9-inch cardboard round. And just press firmly and spin.
Okay.
And also another good thing to keep in mind when you're doing these is you want the cake chilled. You don't want to work with a warm cake because it's going to fall apart on you, and you also run the risk of having lots of crumbs in your frosting.
So what's nice about this is we can use the cake, and I've said to you guys before in the last one, because this cake has a lot of fat in it, it actually freezes beautifully. So, you know, the week before you need it, you can easily make it and have it in your freezer and then decorate it when you get a chance. Okay, now to smooth the top, we're just going to come in. I explain this as an airplane coming in for a landing and then taking off. This is the part I can't do.
I
can't do.
She's very good. Need you. Okay, so I'm going to come in and scrape off that lip, and then I'm going to take off again. Now what happens is if you go all the way across, you're going to mush that edge over, and you have to re-ice the side.
I think that's what I do.
And what we're doing, this is called a crumb coat. And a crumb coat is the first layer of frosting that you do on a cake. And what we're going to do is chill this. And what this does is that it enables you to have a nice, clean finish of frosting later on, because when you chill it, it's going to hold in any crumbs that might appear there.
Okay.
And it's just going to firm up the cake. And later on, we'll mix a nice color to ice it with, and you're ready to go. So that is ready, and we're going to chill it for about maybe half an hour to an hour.
Okay, so we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Okay.
So we took our cake out of the fridge. It was in there for about an hour, and we've got a nice crumb coating.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. On top.
And now we're ready to do the final coat. And this is where the fun part happens. We're actually going to mix a little color.
Okay.
And we're going to be making kind of like an icy, wintry scene. So
Pretty.
we're going to be mixing a nice, like, icy blue.
Oh,
okay?
very nice.
And so we're going to use liquid gel colors, but you can really use anything. You can use paste colors. You can use even like grocery store brands, the liquid colors. Those will work just as well.
Okay.
Okay, you just want to find the right color. This is a sky blue.
Okay.
A royal blue will get you a little bit more of a baby blue also. So just mix it in. That's about 1 drop. You can see how concentrated it is.
Wow.
So the difference between this and the liquid is you might have to add a few more drops of liquid to get the same color.
Half a bottle.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to give 1 more drop just to give it a little contrast. Okay, so it's ready to go.
Okay.
And just like I did with the crumb coat, I'm going to start with 1 large dollop right on top.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spread that. And I'm using the full length of my offset spatula to try to get it as smooth as possible.
Okay.
And you want it to extend over the side of the cake a little bit.
Okay.
It can go up to maybe like ½ an inch over. And then we're going to start to do the sides again. And again, load up the spatula, invert, and press into the sides. This time you're going to use the cardboard at the bottom as an edge, but you're going to hold the spatula perpendicular because you don't want to hit the top of the cake and have the cake show through. So again, I'm going around, not too concerned about how flat it is right now. Okay, so now I have the sides all covered, and I'm going to come back and try to smooth it out.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to rest the spatula on the cardboard.
Okay.
And press firmly into the cake, not into the cake, but into the icing.
Okay.
And start to spin your turntable. Okay. And you can scrape off each time, and that'll keep your spatula nice and clean. It won't redeposit frosting onto your cake.
Okay.
And you can always have a bottle of hot water or a jar of hot water, and you can clean your spatula off in there, and that'll melt any residue of frosting and give you a nice clean finish also.
I always find getting that smooth coat is one of my downfalls, which is why I put lots of decorations on it to hide my imperfections.
Yes. I do that too. Okay, so now it's pretty smooth.
Yep.
And again, we have that nice lip of frosting around the top. And we're going to come in like that airplane landing, scrape off towards the center, and then lift back up.
Okay.
And you do this around the entire circumference of the top. And again, after each pass, remember to clean your spatula.
Okay.
I'll show you what happens if you do. Oops. So I'm going to come in like an airplane landing.
Okay.
And you're going to do this around the entire side of the cake. And scrape off after each pass, okay? And then once you have this all frosted, you can put it on a serving tray or a cake plate.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and show you, after we place this, how to do some decorations for it.
Wonderful.
Okay.
That's when I drop it.
Okay. Place it right in the center.
Okay.
Okay, so let's put that out of the way for a little while, and we'll go ahead and I'll show you how to do the chocolate method.
All right.
We'll make some decorations.
Wonderful. That sounds great.
Okay.